Hello, Orly from Nerds on a Couch, and I've been planning to put together some type of tech corner for Nerds on a Couch, and I just decided to go ahead and do this for this particular item that I have here. There's all sorts of technologies that we have that we would like to share, even this camera that we're doing the recording on. But the one I'm going to be talking about today is this. Samsung Gear S. It was a present from, it was an early Christmas present from my fiance, and I decided to go ahead and get this. And right now, let me go ahead and look it up. There's the default watch face that the actual watch comes with, and you can go ahead and pick all sorts of things from here. You can see the battery. You can go ahead and take a look at the steps that you've taken today. I've been walking quite a bit. I need to walk a little bit more though. Even the notifications that I have, and I'm not going to show you them because I don't want you to see. Now you can reach those screens. Well, you can't really reach the battery screen because the battery is right there, but you can go ahead and swipe up and you will see everything up here at the top. It doesn't last too long when you do that, but you know, it's one of those things. Now if you want to see the notifications, you swipe to the right and you can see all your notifications. Go on further and you'll see certain notifications you want to see, like this one will bring up the Google notification for the weather, and that's actually provided by the system right over here. This phone, I have a Samsung Gear Note, not Samsung Gear, sorry, a Samsung Note 3, and it comes with a couple of things. And here's the actual gear information thing. So we're gonna have. This is where we control the gear and everything from here. And I can even change the home screen. Now from here I can go ahead and pick all sorts of wallpapers. If I pick that one, it automatically sends that over to the watch. And as you can see, if you look in the background, it's using that particular one. And if I go ahead and change it to something else, say for instance the color change, it'll go ahead and automatically change that. And you can really go ahead and modify your watch for whatever your needs. Now there's all sorts of widgets that it comes with. This watch comes with all sorts of widgets already loaded. One of them, let me go ahead and take this off. Now to take it off, you just go ahead and do that, and you can readjust the belt, the size of the belt from just going ahead and changing this. Lift that up. You'll see this little nub right here. You stick it in the hole. There you go. It sounded dirty. Alright, so anyway, there's all sorts of widgets you can get with this. You can get a music player widget. It automatically comes with it. You can go ahead and have it play music for you. I load music directly from my watch, from my phone to my watch. Let me go ahead and turn that off. You also come with, it also comes with this type of widget, which you can go ahead and check your health, heart rate, and actually it does have a heart rate monitor. It's right here in the back. When you activate the heart rate monitor, you have to make sure that it's really flush on your skin. Sometimes it doesn't catch it when you go ahead and set it. Let me go ahead and hit that. You can go ahead and start that and just check that. I don't want to go ahead and do that right now. It takes some time. And if you notice, I'm swiping up from the top down. That's actually taking you back to the home. That's like your back button on the on any Samsung device. Actually, the Samsung Note or Samsung Gear, Samsung S, whatever you want to use. And of course, it has contacts. It has my schedules and all that. And you can change that. Now, the only thing about the widgets is that you can only put 5 widgets on this watch at a time. But you do have apps. So of course you can have the phone call app. You know, you can just go ahead and do this. You can go ahead and call anybody you want. And you can do all sorts of things with that. That's one of the defaults. You have contacts, you have messages, email, schedule, all these ones. And you can go ahead and download a whole bunch of apps right from the Samsung App Store. And I'll show you that in just a few seconds. Yeah, I got that too. So, I think we're done looking at that. So let's take a look at this coupled with the phone. So, let's see. We also have the phone. Going to go into the gear manager. And to reach the gear manager, you just, you go ahead and swipe up on your phone. And you just click right there, and it's already there. So this is where you have the gear. You can go ahead and set it up, disconnect, rename it, and even check for new software from here. You have a home styler screen where you can change the style. You can change the style of the watch. So say for instance, I don't like that watch. I want to use this watch right here. So it'll automatically send that to your watch. And there it is. You can go ahead and see it. It's a very dark one. That's the only thing about that one. So there it is. You can see it a lot better. It looks like a real nice watch. And you have all sorts of styles, and you can download all sorts of things. Now, speaking of downloads, if you want to go ahead and move music to the phone, to the watch, you can go ahead and move your tracks, or you can automatically send everything that you have. So you can send any track you want to the watch. So if I wanted to do that, I can go ahead and hit Daft Punk. I want to send it, let me see, Aerodynamic. And I'll just push that to send. And it'll automatically send that to the Samsung Gear. Yes. Now I'm going to cancel that because I really don't want to do that. It takes a little bit of time. You can even send any kind of pictures you want to the Gear. So you just hit that. You can go to, let me see. Oh, I don't like this thing. There is a few problems I have to go ahead and say. Then I'll talk about that in just a second. So you have images. So we can send any images we want to our Samsung Gear. And this will take only a few seconds, as you can see. But this is a really, really great watch. I do like it. It has all sorts of nice little widgets. The only reservation I have, and this is the biggest one. This is the biggest reservation I have. I'm going to go back to home style. None of these clocks have the seconds. None of the clocks have the seconds. They have something that'll give you seconds, but I don't like analog clocks. I want me a digital clock. The only one that comes close is this one, the desktop clock. Because what it does, it'll go ahead and have those little dots that represents the seconds going all the way around. But I've gotten used to seeing seconds like on a digital watch. That's one of my biggest reservations. But I'm pretty sure that will change in time. Let's see, the apps clock. That's the one I use usually. Because I want to see my steps. I want to see the notifications. I want to see weather, and also that's about it. And a couple other things. And the date. The date's really important for me to see too. I got to have the date, the seconds, the time in digital, and a few other things just to go ahead and make sure I have everything. I would like to see the battery, but that's not necessary. The battery does last about 2 days if you use it minimally. If you use this a lot, you will drain the battery no problem in 1 day. I have done it when I was playing around with it all day. Let's see. And that's my watch. I do love this watch. And I'm glad my fiance bought it for me. In fact, there's my fiance right there. So let's see. What else is there to go ahead and talk about of this? There's all sorts of places you can go ahead and download. Actually, the main the download place where we get most of our stuff is Samsung Gear apps. Hit that. And here are all the Samsung Gear apps that you have. Now, I'm a stickler for free. I want everything for free that I can get. It's very rare that I'll actually pay for an app or anything. I really don't like paying for much. But there's a whole bunch of a whole bunch of free apps just right here. I love the compass. I loved using that. You just have to go through a little bit of setup with that. Has timer and everything. The editor's picks are pretty good, and I want to try a few, but I don't want to pay. I really just don't want to pay for these apps. I am not going to pay for much if I don't have to. Okay, so let's see. Anything else? Okay. Oh, reservations. This is one of the biggest problems I have with this. I have this right here, S Health, inside of my watch. S Health is really, really good. But the only thing about S Health is if I want to transfer any of my data that I've been working out with, I have to go over here, and if I try to press S Health right here, it'll tell me, all right, health services needs to be updated. All right, gonna click on that. Then I hit the free, accept and download, and this happens each and every time. Error. It's not. It's a broken app right now. Because it was just updated. For some reason, it doesn't upload. It doesn't fix. I have looked for fixes all over. In fact, I called Samsung itself, and they went ahead and said, well, let's go ahead and reset the phone. I do not want to do that. It's too much trouble, and I really don't want to do that at all. I think I don't have many other reservations about this. I love this watch. Oh, here's another one. Okay, you notice that right here it brings up the time. Well, when you put it on that other and on the old default clock faces, like these three, the first three that it comes with, it has this cool face right here. Now, if I go ahead and turn that off and then flip it over, it brings it up and it's dull, but you know what? At least you can see the time, but it doesn't give you that digital clock face. And I want that. I want to be able to see that. So whoever's developing these, they need to figure out a way to keep a face that's similar to the ones that we have here to their own. Like if I want to go ahead and use this particular clock face and I turn my hand like this, I want to see this dully, but I want to see that. I don't know how to program for that yet. I'm actually looking into developing for this. And one of the good things about this is there is development tools that you can download, run, and actually use along with the phone, this right here, and you can connect it via the docking cradle. Now, a couple of things I forgot to bring out, and I should bring them out, is the docking cradle. The docking cradle is a cool little thing. So, of course, you see the docking cradle. It has its plug, but this doubles as a standalone rechargeable battery. Say, for instance, you want to go ahead and charge your watch on the go. Well, you just go ahead and pull it up, line up the contacts, and just pop it in. And there it is. And you see this light. That means it's charging the watch. You can bring it up, and there it is. It's charging the watch. It will charge up the battery up to 50%. If it's all the way down, it'll charge 50% of the battery. And that means that you can use this anytime. Now, I looked at how much it would cost for a replacement cradle. It's about $30, which isn't that bad. Now, the only reservations I have is that if you ever lose the cradle, you must buy a new cradle. And I think that goes with everything nowadays. But the cool thing is, you can use that. All right. Whoa. Now, I know that some of you are saying, well, we have reservations about, is it going to break? Well, it is a little bit flimsy. I'm not going to lie. I'm really afraid of breaking it. I actually bought this this little plastic armor on top of this, and I don't know whether it'll go ahead and help the watch last or not. I'm hoping it does. I would love it if it will, but I want to look into getting more protection for it. I want to see if they're going to build something. Since this is relatively new, nothing's out for this yet. That will go ahead and something like an OtterBox or anything. But that will increase the size of this, and we'd have a couple of problems with that. Okay. So it's really easy to go ahead and replace the band. You can just pull it off, and you wind up with only this part of the unit, and you can go ahead and buy a band later on. I imagine that they're going to have plenty of accessories for this. I'm hoping they will. That'd be really cool. Another thing about the protection on this, I bought this through Verizon, so I can make calls from this. It is 3G. It is a 3G phone. It'll go ahead and make phone calls to whoever, wherever I want. It'll also make standalone texts. And I actually set up this phone to forward any calls to my watch, just in case I ever leave my phone at home and I have my watch with me. So if I'm out running and I have my watch with me, this will go ahead and send me the message. I even get my messages through this. And when I'm not connected through Bluetooth, it will connect up remotely. Other than that, I don't know what to say. It has its own phone number. Just like this, you do have to pay for an extra line. And just to go ahead and protect my watch, I went ahead and bought the extra insurance to go ahead and replace it if it ever gets broken. So, what can you do? I mean, you want to protect your investment, and this is an investment. You want this to last as long as you can. And any watch is important to anyone, especially if you use it every day. And this is as accurate as it gets without actually having an the atomic radio clock watch, which I had, which was a Casio. It was great. I loved it. Very accurate. Never had to change it, and I don't have to change this one either. So I'll see you on Nerds on the Couch. Well, if there's going to be more videos that will come up. And also, just remember that we are found on Facebook at facebook.com/nerdsoac. And that's about it for now, guys. And I'll talk to you about another project that I'm looking at, another thing. Maybe even we'll go ahead and explore this guy a little bit. The Leap Motion. There's some goods and bads about it. I'll talk about it later. See ya.
Soy un vikingo y solo sé conquistar, destrozar, aniquilar. Cojo enfermedades de transmisión sexual. Lo que más me gusta es mío.